Top of the morning to ya. Help yourself to a pot of gold and a hefty sack of potatoes. And I can tell that joke because I'm part Irish, or at least I probably am. But anyway, thanks for clicking on this video. This is a shamrock plant. This is the one that I've had for several years. I've had one or two before this one, but this one has really had some longevity. It's lasted a few years. And I moved it recently. You can see that it's purple, and I really like that. I kind of prefer the purple ones. I like plants that are not green. I mean, I like green plants too, but plants that are not green, like say red or purple, have always kind of fascinated me because they almost look like they could be from another planet, like Mars or something. So I've always been kind of attracted to those. You can see this one has a couple that are kind of greenish, and that's because it's not getting the brightest sun right now. I actually moved it a few feet away from the window, excuse me, and it's not getting as much sunlight as it's used to, and I think that put it into a little bit of a shock. And it's also early February, so it's the days are still pretty short, but they are getting longer. I actually moved it over here in I think just before Christmas, so it's gotten less light than usual. And you can actually see that on the right side here. See, on the left side, those are the older shamrocks. Those were the ones that were already there when I moved it. And then the ones on the right, right here, and then this one too, are the smaller ones. And I think that one too, because those are the plants growing more in that direction, because it seems to think it gets more sunlight growing that way versus to the left. But you can see that the ones on the right are a little bit sicklier. If you look at, you can't really see the stems in this, but if you could see the stems, they're really thin compared to these thicker stems here. But it's okay because the days are getting longer, and as they get longer, this thing is going to get healthier and healthier as it gets more and more sunlight. These things are really resilient. They're hard to kill. I actually had some in a bigger pot with my rubber tree, which you're going to see in another video, and I had to cover the dirt with rocks because my cat was messing with the dirt, and the shamrocks actually grew through the rocks, and even to this day, every few months I'll see a tiny one pop up. So the roots are still alive down there. They probably always will be. These things are actually tropical. I know that when you think of shamrocks, you usually think of Ireland, but these shamrocks are tropical, I believe, and they're kind of weeds. It's kind of interesting because the one hemisphere's house plants are another hemisphere's weeds. That's really true. I mean, a lot of the house plants that we really enjoy, they just grow like crazy. They're the kind of plants that a farmer in the southern hemisphere would love to get rid of. But anyway, I just thought I'd share this. And this may be the beginning of a houseplant series for me, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do that. But anyway, I think that covers everything. One thing that makes these cool is that they open and close with the light. When it's bright, they open. When it's dark, they close. And they can actually anticipate when the sun's going to come up. Sometimes I'm up late or early, and it's like 4 or 5 a.m. and the sun's not up yet, but they're already opening up because they have a memory. They know when the light's coming. So they're kind of they're kind of a locomotive plant versus a more stationary plant. So for someone who is just getting into house plants, that's kind of an entertaining aspect that they might enjoy, that kind of makes it a little bit more than just a stationary house plant. So I would say these make a great first house plant. And they also, like I said, they're resilient. I only water this thing about once a week, and I water it, I have this kind of baster. It's not a turkey baster, but it's like some kind of cooking or some kind of baster, where I fill it up with like a few ounces, maybe it's like 2 or 3 ounces, and just every Sunday I just water it, and it only needs to be watered about once a week with that much water, and that covers it. So it does have kind of a design to it, like there's more of a lighter purple in the center and then a deeper purple around the edges. And they do grow flowers. This one's not flowering because it's kind of struggling a little bit right now, but when it does flower, they're kind of like tiny little bell-shaped flowers that are kind of white and pink. They're mostly white with kind of pink tinges, I think. And that's what you can expect, sort of pinkish white little bell-shaped flowers. Some people prune those, but I keep them because I think they actually look kind of nice. And this type of plant is called a tuber too, so that's something interesting to look up. That's how the plant grows. The roots and that's the root style, and the stem style it's called tuber. So look that up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to Captain Unusual. Make sure to leave a comment about whatever you want. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of Shamrocks. Are you planning on buying some Shamrocks St. Patrick's Day? Because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And one of the reasons that I moved this Shamrock, and took the risk of moving it, is that I knew that if it did happen to die, which I'm sure it won't, but if it did, on the off chance that it did, I could always buy some new ones in March because of St. Patrick's Day coming up. So, because they're always available in stores in March. So anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe to Captain Unusual for more. We'll see you in the next video.